I'm E, and we're back for season 3. Lots of stuff going on, especially last week, so it definitely motivated us to come back.
This is the most excited I've been for a football season, in 10 years. It's Super Bowl run. This is what it's all about, finally getting to that point.
I'm just excited because I love the sport, but there's not a lot to be we'll see. There's not a lot to be excited for me right now. We've had a crazy week in trades.
Mm-hmm. I'd like to congratulate my partner for summer tour and all the awards you got.
Thank you.
And I don't know if you know this, but the stat, you had more shows this summer than the Colorado Rockies had victories. That is unbelievable. This guy has more shows than the Colorado Rockies had victories.
That's not exaggerated either.
That's
true.
unbelievable. I'm not even close.
That is.
Thank God for the Colorado Rockies.
Thank God for advanced statistics to get that deep in there.
I just saw it. I read it online.
Well, we're going to start off with a sad headline, but a headline that I think everyone saw coming, and just going to go straight into the Micah Parsons trade. What are your thoughts on it? Who wins the trade?
Again, it's your dumb owner has done it to himself again. He acts like a GM. He doesn't know when to sign guys and how to sign them and save money. He did it with Dak. He did it with CD. He overpaid those guys after other guys signed.
Z
overpaid. Same thing. He overpaid. Yeah. And like we were talking about, listen, when you have 3 years left on a contract, you shouldn't be able to talk. And if the owner's going to throw you money, that's fine. But it's to the point now, and I don't feel sorry for owners, but they have the owners right where they want them. These players just got to once say, hey, I don't want to do it. But would you have paid them $47 million?
I think $45 million.
I think that's high. When defensive players start getting $2.5–3 million a game,
it would be 50.
And what happened in those games in the playoffs when you played good teams with good coaching like Green Bay?
I will be crushing on that in a minute
they outcoached you.
Yeah.
They took them out of the game.
Yeah.
When Green Bay beat you guys in Dallas, you didn't even know he played. And every play was against them, away from him.
I can tell you because I watched all the games with this guy. There have been many times where me and him were saying, "Where the hell's Micah Parsons?"
But that's good. That's good coaching on the other end.
No, it is. But I'm just saying. I think having somebody to stop the run kind of important right now.
But these coaches now, offensive coaches, are so smart. Yeah. They can game plan you, and they take your best player away. And as a pass rusher and how good he is, if he's on the right side, the quarterback's going to change the play to the left side.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's so hard to be a great defensive player.
We sent him to a team that kills us all the time.
It feels like that was the only person.
That was the problem that hurt.
You never trade in your conference, and you don't trade to teams that you can't beat or that you could be challenging in the playoffs.
We were trying to trade into the Panthers. The report came out today. They wouldn't give up Derek Brown.
Well,
which I kind of get.
I like the guy you got. Kenny Clark's a very good player. He'll stuff the middle for you.
Yeah.
2 first-rounders. They're going to be late first-rounders because Green Bay is going to be in the high 20s.
That's right.
So, but first-round picks should always make the team the next year, and football has so many players that your first-round pick
first three rounds are always.
I mean, you're getting a good player no matter what. So, I think they got enough for him. I don't think you were going to get 3 first rounds. They got a good defensive player, but they wait so long, and just don't trade in the car. That's the one thing that irritates me the most. And don't trade him to a team you can't beat.
Right.
Like if I'm Denver, I'm not trading to the Chiefs.
What if we beat him now, though? Wouldn't that be crazy?
What if that was?
I know.
What if that? Think they're excited about that?
What if that was like the sacrifice? Like what if that was like the spiritual sacrifice to get rid of Micah? What if we talk about that in 20 years, like the curse? I'm not. There's no logic behind any of it. There's seriously no logic behind any of it. But everything I've watched with the Cowboys in like my 21 years of life has not been logical, and it's all been curse coded. It's all been like weird, like little, like I don't know, spells.
Well, to me, this puts them from playoffs to not in the playoffs. This is the trade that takes them out. They could be better in a few years when the first round picks come about.
That's when it'll start to look good.
That's when it might look good. But for now, he did what he had to do. He waited too long again. He could have signed him early in the offseason, right after the season. He could have just threw him $45 million. He would have signed. Then T.J. Watt signed. So now you want to be the highest paid defensive player. And it's never going to end. I don't know when the salary cap.
Yeah, they'll never cap. We talked about it a couple years ago if it would ever cap, and it's just
there'll be a strike. They'll never play again.
It just will never cap.
And 3 guys between him, CD, and Dak, if he would have signed 47, $142 million. Where does it make sense that 3 guys?
Especially, I never think it should be defense. I don't think your defense player should ever be in that pool. It's an offensive league now. If you're giving a guy,
I would rather pay him than a receiver for that money.
Really? I would.
Receivers are only in 8 plays a game.
I was just going to say,
receiver, if you're lucky,
but edge
you're a
rushers,
dime a dozen now.
But it feels
a
like
guy like him is different.
It feels like every year we have an edge rusher get like 14 sacks. Like last year was, the 2 years ago was Will Anderson. Last year was Jared Verse. Like it feels like we're always getting these guys.
But if you watch college football, all these guys are making unbelievable catches. I don't know if you saw the guy from Miami the other night. One-handed was going to be in it. There's so many good receivers that are
wide
tall.
receiver. Yeah,
they got great hands. They're a dime a dozen now. When they start having to get paid, you can get rid of them and just stack up. But what do you think? I know you're disappointed.
I used to like having a dumb, predictable owner, and now I have a dumb, unpredictable owner because dumb, predictable. There is a screenshot surfacing around the social media airwaves of me saying, I can't wait till we sign him the night before.
You said that.
It'll be the night before, and I said it'll be $50 million. It'll be insane because last year we did the same thing where I love Dak, but it was like once we got to a week before the season, we hadn't signed him. It was like, oh, you should just let him play out the year and go because $60 million is crazy. And then we signed him $60 million the day of. And so the thing with Micah is like he had expressed he was going to play this year no matter what. He literally, and the report out today was David Mulligetta, his agent, saying Micah was prepared to play every game this season and not hold out. So what I thought would have been the smart thing was if you're going to let him go, you let him play out the season, and then you talk about franchise tag, like whatever. If that's, but this is just like this is a total ego thing. This was like, oh, you made me look stupid in front of everyone.
That's Jerry Jones.
The moment I saw Micah, but Micah sent out that thank you Dallas a couple weeks ago, and that's probably when Jerry was like, all right, we're done. Because Jerry has to be the guy. Like he even said,
Cowboy fan, wasn't that a little shitty?
No, it wasn't. Not to me. Because he's calling him Michael Parsons in interviews. Like he's like trying to disrespect his best player. He's calling him Michael Parsons.
Oh, I didn't know
even
that.
Stephen Jones the other day had to stop him and say Micah. Even Stephen Jones, who's like the devil of football, had to say it's Micah. So like he was talking about how when he got booed, Jerry Jones got booed the first day of training camp. The first thing he said after that was, I don't know, they were booing a little louder for CD. Like he was just completely throwing shots at him every month. So Micah Parsons grew up a Cowboy fan. He cried when the Cowboys drafted him. If you see the draft room when Micah got drafted, he wanted to be here. You had to have been a really bad situation for him to say, okay, I'm done after like 5 years. So this isn't like a Dever situation for me where I'm like, oh, screw the guy. This isn't like, when Jacoby Ellsbury left to the Red Sox, we're like, screw this guy. We screwed this guy over. I hope he has no success because he's a Packer. But we definitely screwed him over. We screw up every contract. Shockingly, I'm still very excited for Thursday. Like, I think we're a decent team. Like, I think it's going to be fun to watch.
You're going to have to outscore teams.
It's going to be like the Bengals last year. That's what I said today. Our defense is not going to be good. Where we got lucky, though, is a week ago, we had one of the worst defensive tackle situations in football. We might have the best duo in football right now. Kenny Clark and Odigizua might be a top 3. So you got better there. We're corners. You got to do it.
Now there's less of a pass rush, so your corners are going to be out on island a little more.
Yeah. The good part is this is the best depth we've had for edge rushers in a long time. Donovan Ezaraku was a steal. I still can't believe we got him in the second round. He's the only one keeping me optimistic. Dante Fowler's back. Sam Williams, everyone thought was going to be great. He was our third round pick a couple of years ago. We got hurt, arrested. So we do have that going, but we signed Bland to a $23 million, which I like, but I mean, you had money, so spend it. It doesn't make any sense, but I guess it doesn't. As soon as we got Pickens, we should have known something bad was going to come. We don't get good moves.
But this just shows that he's not all in to win. Because if he was all in to win now with the team he has,
he's never been in to win.
If you have,
he already won.
He's now just
rich.
Now
he's now just rich. He doesn't care about winning.
He doesn't.
Dude, I have 3 jerseys upstairs. Who's going to stop buying jerseys? Who's going to stop in 2020?
Your dad.
I would never put a name on the back.
But in 2020, during the COVID season, we were we ended up being 6-9-1. But we were horrible when Dak got hurt. And even though it was half capacity, we were selling out as much as we could. Did the same thing in 2015 when Romo got hurt. We sold out every game. It doesn't matter how bad this team is. It's still it's like the movie theater of the NFL. Everyone's going to go watch.
If you can't sell out 8 or 9 games in the NFL, you got a problem. Most teams will. Most teams will.
And Jerry doesn't just get his money from the NFL. That's the issue. He's got monster trucks.
All these owners.
Him and Post Malone are best friends.
Watch America's team.
I was going to say he
talks about how
he talks about it
from everything else.
And I actually don't think this actually makes the Packers they're Super Bowl contenders, I guess. But this doesn't fix their corner issue to me. Like, I know it's gonna be more pressure on the quarterback. Corner's gonna be better. If your best corner is Eric Stokes, I don't love that. That's something that's great.
But I think this jolts them over the Lions.
Yeah. Oh,
this gives them a little.
Yeah, for me,
over the Lions.
They're my second seed.
Yeah,
so
Lions fans were really happy.
This puts that over.
I can't be too low on the Packers if they're my second seed, but I don't trust Jordan Love yet. I think they have 3 wide receiver 2s, which I don't love.
He's due coming up.
I know. So
he's going to get paid next year.
He does. He has $50 million. He's got $50 million already. Jordan Love. So they're paying him a lot. They're paying Micah a lot. I don't know. It's it definitely didn't help us. It moved me. It moved them to a non-playoff team for me.
I look at them at 9-8, 10-7 maybe.
Yeah.
If breaks go their way. If breaks go their
10-7.
way, but again, you got the extra road game in the NFC, so it's going to be a little harder.
For me, it's 9-8, and you have to hope that someone gets you in at the end of the year. If anything, I'm going to be sitting on the couch watching another team, hoping that we get in because of them.
The problem with the NFL is there's so many good teams that elite, like in each conference, there's 6 or 7 that are going to win 10, 11 games for sure. You can pencil it in now. And then there's the one for the 7th seed that's going to be, like you just said, 9 wins.
I hope watching another team at the end of the year.
Yeah.
I hope that's us because I do think I think the NFC is fun, and I think like the 5 to 7 is kind of fluid, like in the way of like I think anyone can go.
Oh sure, Seattle, San Fran, they're all around the
same. So I don't know. It's going to be tough. Like it's really.
And you have the best kicker in football, so
at least
he's going to win you at least 1 game, possibly 2 himself.
Hopefully,
with a long field goal at the end of the game, he's going to win.
I hope so. But. Yeah, it's just Jerry being Jerry once again. Like it happens every year. We have one player who steals the show in the offseason, and Jerry just goes along with it. Yeah. There's nothing you can do about it.
It's like a TV show. You're right.
It's soap opera. Yeah. And he even said it. He said it in the documentary. All right, let's move to our 7 teams in each conference that are going to make the playoffs, and then we will do Super Bowl predictions after that. Let's start, and we'll go NFC and NFC. So you start first your NFC predictions.
NFC?
Yeah.
The problem with football is you can almost predict 6 of it in both conferences. It's going to be the same every year. If you have a great quarterback, which a lot of these teams do that we're going to be talking about, you're in the playoffs. And there's a lot of bad teams too.
Yeah.
But in the NFC, the East, I can't see anybody beating Philly. I think they're even better this year than they were last year.
Is that your number 1 seed?
That will be my number 1 seed. Number 2, because of your boy, I got Green Bay to jump Detroit and win the division, and I think they could be a number 2 seed as long as Jordan Love's healthy and they can score points enough to offset the defense. 3, I got Tampa Bay. I think they're going to be better this year. Baker, you got to believe in that guy. They're going to score points. If their defense stays healthy, they're going to win. It's a terrible division again.
Yeah.
They're going to win. I'm only taking the Rams to win the division only if Stafford's healthy. If his back's sore and they got to throw some other clown in, they're done.
Yeah.
They have a good young defense, running game, good receivers. If Stafford's healthy, I think they're the best of that. For my wild card, again, you're going to see teams from last year. I like Washington. I know you're not high on them, but I think they're going to win enough games. They're going to have to outscore teams too because they had to last year. I think they're going to be a wild card. Detroit's still going to be good enough. Losing their 2 coordinators is going to hurt them enough to lose more games.
Yeah.
And teams are going to figure out Goff. They're going to blitz him. They're going to make him.
Yeah.
He can't move around. They're going to make him antsy, and that's
the O-line's not great. He's not great.
Exactly. And my 17, I'm going to go with Sam Darnold and the Seahawks. I think they're well coached. The defense is good. Tough place to play. I got them a little ahead of the Niners. I think the Niners will be a lot better, even though they lost a lot of guys. But those are the 7 teams. And again, you're going to see the same teams every year. Yeah,
we have the same first 3. I have the Eagles as my 1 seed because I think is like terms of going back for another Super Bowl, like they've got like the roster strength of like those like 17-18 Warriors and stuff.
Great
like where it's
defense.
like I've never seen like a team that just won where I'm so confident they can probably go win it again.
And Barkley helps that team out for that. He wants to win. He wants to prove the Giants more wrong.
Yeah, but they have the best running back in football. They have the best O-line in football. They might have the best weapons in football. Like their wide receiver core is amazing. Their defensive line is probably the best in football.
DBs,
their linebackers are definitely one of the best in football. And then they just added Jahad Campbell from Alabama. It's going to be even better. So as much as I hate it, their weakest link is their quarterback. And like he's not as bad as a lot of people say. Like to me, he's still like a top 13 range. I don't have him top 7 like a lot of people do.
No.
But he doesn't mess up enough to be an issue.
He won't cost some games.
My number 2 is the Packers, and that was just changed because of Parsons. Because I do think he helps a lot. They had like a top 5 defense last year, and now they're adding him. I still think their corners are bad, but a pass rush for Sean Gary and Micah Parsons helps out a lot. I'm kind of putting Jordan Love in my Justin Herbert tier, where I'm like, I still haven't seen him do anything besides a couple. Like, Herbert's a great regular season quarterback, and Jordan Love is still living off of 48-34 in Dallas as a 7 seed, which was great. But we keep talking. At some point, we got to like even it out and be like, does Dallas choke every time they make the playoffs, or was Jordan Love really good in the playoffs? Like, maybe two things can be true, but I vividly remember watching that game. It's burned in my brain, and I remember a lot of people being wide open. I feel like a lot of people could have made the pass he did, and I haven't seen him play really good since. In fact, the very next week, he threw a pick against the Niners to lose the game. Yeah. And the Niners were great, but he hasn't really been consistently good since then. He has pockets. He had that 121 touchdown, 1 pick stretch in 2023. We haven't seen anything since, so we'll see. The Bucs are my third team. I love Baker Mayfield. I think he's a sneaky MVP candidate this year. I like what they do. Like, I think this is where the NFL is going, where like they have a great offense, and then they pick Ibuka in the first round. They picked another receiver because that is what's going to win games in the NFL.
And they have older receivers.
That's the thing. They have Evans, Godwin, who's hurt. I just think it's a good Bucky Irving, who, if you've done any fantasy drafts this year, it's who everybody wanted. Yeah, they have good tight ends. So they're my third. And each conference, I have a team that I'm picking this year that no one else is really picking to win divisions or go far. Picking the Seahawks to win the division because I really like the roster. I like McDonald's second year in Seattle. I don't think the weapons really got that much worse though. Metcalf. I think it's.
Oh, they're still.
I think Kupp, JSN, Kenneth Walker, Charbonnet. Like, yeah. I don't hate, and Fant's back there, right? So yeah. I don't hate that. Lions are my 5th seed. I do think losing interior O-line strength hurts the run game, but they do pull their tackles a lot, so that maybe that's more for them. But I don't love Goff. I love Amon-Ra. I like his weapons. Gibbs still, Laporta. The Vikings are my 6th seed. And it's not because of McCarthy. It's in spite of McCarthy. I think Kevin O'Connell is probably the first or second best coach in the league to me.
He's very good.
I think he's awesome. I think he makes it work with anyone. And he has Jefferson, Addison.
But he did to Darnold.
See, that's the thing. Darnold's career was over.
He was over.
So I'm expecting it to be easy on McCarthy. Their defense is amazing. Brian Flores calls it a great defense. Better, yeah. O-line got better. Like, it's a good team. And the Rams are my 7th seed. And the only reason they're not my 4th seed is because of Stafford. I picked Puka Nacua, my first pick in my fantasy draft. I hope he's healthy all year, Stafford, but I don't really trust him at this point, and I don't think he's that good at this point. Like, I'm kind of out on him being amazing when he is healthy.
He's going to be like a Manning's. He's going to get old like right away fast. And yeah, this could be this year because he can't move. It could be this year.
The cliff theory was always the thing with Brady that I thought was like ridiculous. The cliff theory is definitely a thing with a guy like Stafford. Like, it's not going to be progressively getting worse. Someday he's just going to fall off a cliff, and it's going to be bad. So those are my 7 in the NFC. Who are your 7 in the AFC?
Oh, again, this is the league of quarterbacks. This is the league of the quarterbacks. The Bills had an easier division. The Colorado Rockies would be in it. But since they don't play football, the Bills are going to win that division easy. I think their defense, they drafted everybody in defense. Those young guys are going to help. Their offense is always going to be good with Josh Allen.
Yes.
Not the toughest schedule. At home, they get an extra home game. They're very good at home.
They favored in every game, too, this year?
For some reason, Baltimore's favored this week.
This week,
switched. I don't know how.
That's crazy.
They played Baltimore to start?
Yeah, Sunday night. Sunday night in Buffalo.
Oh, that's a good game.
A lot of drunk people in Buffalo Sunday afternoon. Oh. Baltimore to win the AFC North. I think they're going to be even better now. Their defense is going to be great. You got Lamar Jackson, who didn't win.
They got Jair Alexander.
He didn't win the MVP. He might be a little upset. Maybe he plays better. I got Houston only because of their defense to win the AFC South. That's a terrible division too. It's mediocrity. Yep. But I think maybe the offense gets a jolt this year. They were terrible last year, but they have a great defense. Until you beat them, they're going to win the division. Yeah. The Chiefs are going to be. The Chiefs are going to be better this year. Their offense is going to be better. They won the division and went to the Super Bowl with no offense.
Yeah,
they're going to be even better. I don't know how they did it last year. Mahomes, I think, is going to throw the ball more. He's going to have a good year. He didn't really throw for a lot last year. I think they're going to be better.
Well, now they got the strong bond of
Taylor now
and Swift.
They are engaged.
Strong. This wasn't a fly by night. Yeah. This is true love. So I'm thinking Casey's going to build on that.
Well, the first 6 games they have Rashee Rice is going to Uber them all to the game. So they got to ride to the stadium from Rashee Rice the first 6 games.
Out of that car.
So, but listen, it's not. I'm not a homer, but this is definitely the year that Denver is deep. They're going to win 10, 11 games. Yeah. I think they can win the division. Oh. They get the extra home game. The NFL did it to them again. They play 4 of the first 6 on the road. They play the first one at home, 4 out of 5 on the road. They get through that stretch. They only got 4 road games the rest of the year out of 11. The games get easier as the year goes on. They get the Chiefs and the Chargers the last 2 weeks. The defense is going to be special. And again, it's up to Bo Nix. They got 2 running backs now, Dobbins and Harvey, good young receivers. I think the defense could be the best in the league. They're going to be number 5. I'm going to go with Cincy and your man Joe Burrow at 6. If they got any defense, they can win a lot of games. I hope they start better. They're always 0-3.
Yeah, I know.
And the coach gets away with it. You can't do that.
You'll get fired if they're 0-3 this year. He's gone.
They play Cleveland and Jacksonville the first 2 weeks. So if they're 0-2,
if they lose one of those games, though, I think you have to fire him.
You got to fire him if they lose 2. And 7. This is how the difference. I thought about Pittsburgh, but you know what? The Chargers, they'll bore you to death. They'll win 16-13 a few games. They got a good defense. Like you say, I'm not sold on Justin Herbert. They have no weapons. Yeah. They'll run the ball. They'll get turnovers. Good coaching. They'll win a lot of boring games. They're my 7th seed.
We're pretty much the same. My first seed is the Chiefs, just because until they don't, I'm not picking against them. Again, like last year, they were 15-2, and they didn't even look like they were trying. Every game they looked horrible, and they ended up winning.
Always found a way to win.
Maybe there's something to the Taylor Swift, devil magic. Maybe the engagement ring is what they needed. Maybe, and actually like seriousness, like maybe that'll be like less of a distraction, like the fact that they're engaged. Like maybe Travis Kelce's not, because he even said in one of his podcasts, like honestly, I was on tour with her. I was doing stuff. I was trying commercials and acting. Yeah. So maybe that's like an actual thing.
He didn't have a good year.
Yeah, he had a bad. So maybe that was actually like a focus. He even admitted he wasn't totally focused. So maybe having this, it's no longer a honeymoon. It's now they're getting married. It's real life. So maybe that actually does something. And I'm willing to say, as like the biggest Mahomes defender ever, if Mahomes looks like he did last year and the year before, then I can't keep calling the best quarterback in football. Because if this is just a 2-year thing where he was like, they changed the offense to fit the receivers, that's fine. But this year, if he's not slinging it and he's looking, because last year for the first time, he was making like a game where you're like, what the hell is he doing?
They played scared a little on offense. I don't know why.
So if he's doing that this year, then I'm going to hop off. My 2nd seed is the Ravens. I think Lamar's mad, and I also think they have the best roster in the league. My 3rd seed is the Bills, just because it's the AFC's like.
They're going to win 11 games. Easy. They're 11-12 wins.
I like the Patriots, but I don't like them as much as the Bills. Texans and I have in brackets literally by default. If you lose the division, that's set. The Titans, a win for them is 6 wins. Like
Indy 7 maybe. Jacksonville 7.
And he's going to be starting Daniel Jones.
Yeah,
that's
where he went.
Yeah. So I don't know. I really don't know if that's
what happened to the Italian Giants? Where do you go?
Patriots. He's like a 3rd string in the Patriots now.
Yeah.
My 5th seed is the Bengals. I think Joe Burrow's going to win MVP. I think because that's just kind of been the pattern. Like the guy who had the best stats last year.
He would have won it last year.
Yeah, like I don't know.
If he had a defense,
the defense is horrible. They're gonna, if they make it, they're squeaking in by a game or 2. But I like him a lot, and you should be able to beat. I have them losing the Browns week 1 because that's what happens. But
yeah.
6th seed is the Chargers. How you guys are making it, don't worry. I'm just not as high as everyone else. The Chargers, just because they're so boring, they actually just make things happen. Like the defense is good enough. And my 7th seed is the Broncos. I'm not as high on you guys as everybody else is. And it's because I don't like the offense that much. I love the defense. I think the defense is going to be the best defense in the league.
You watch Evan Ingram this year. They got a tight end.
He's really good, but he's inconsistent a little bit.
And they got Sean Payton calling the plays.
And the producers say one thing. As a Cowboy fan, and my 2nd team being the Broncos, I believe that week 17, when we sit and do this, his team will be
100%.
Oh, yeah. 100%. I would hope so.
I don't know about it.
I would hope so.
100%.
Ahead of our Cowboys.
100%.
I'm behind you. I think Bo's going to. I think Bo and what you can't ask for a better coach.
No.
You got a great coach. I just think they're going to be
good coach. Very good.
I've been reading a lot about them, and it looks like they're going to be good.
I like Bo. I like Bo a lot more than I did a year ago at this moment.
Well, me too. I didn't.
But I don't know. Maybe I'm a hater. I love the defense, and that's what did it for me.
It's going to be harder now because last year we were the underdog in most games. Now teams are going to be going after you. We're going to be the favorites.
Yeah.
We're going to go to stadiums. Teams are going to get up for you a little more than maybe last year. They weren't. Yeah. So it's going to be a little harder, but I think the way the team is, they want to win. They're hungry. They sign guys.
I love the defense.
You got guys like Cortland Sutton that have been there a long time. They want to win.
Yeah, I agree. I love the defense. I'm not as high on the offense as everyone else. The defense is going to be the best defense in football.
I got to thank the 49ers for those two guys.
Greenlaw was in Hufanga, yeah.
Oh, two starters. Two starters on a good team that had a great defense.
You guys are going to be good. I do think you're going to be good. I think you're going to be a tough out for anybody. But I got you 7th seed. Who is, because we only have Super Bowl prediction and this week's picks left. We got in kind of quick here. But I think.
Wait, at the end of do we do a pick of the week?
Yeah, that's what we said.
Oh, I forgot about it. Sorry.
It's all right. Well,
the producer's a little behind.
It's all right. We don't have that. We'll do Super Bowl and we'll do our pick of the week. So you go your Super Bowl.
I hate to say it, but I hate them. But I got Baltimore to beat Philly. And I think the NFL, you want different teams in there. We're seeing Kansas City, Baltimore, the Eagles, same teams. But right now, I don't see anybody being, like you said, Baltimore has the best roster.
Yeah.
Kansas City, I think Baltimore can beat them in the playoffs this year. And if Baltimore gets a home game ahead of Buffalo, Baltimore will beat them, make up for last year.
Yeah, I hope so.
And I think Philly's just the cream of the crop in the NFC.
I'm picking the Ravens to beat the Bucs in the Super Bowl. And if Mahomes beats Allen or Lamar again, then I'm never not picking Mahomes to go to the Super Bowl again because it'd be the only year I haven't done it. But I also think it would be the Chiefs are the first team to get back 3 years in a row in a while. I think maybe the first team ever to go to 3 in a row. Has anyone ever 3-peat in the NFL? No, it would have been the first 3-peat.
We almost did.
Almost.
We got rid of Jimmy.
And going there 4 years in a row, like I think they're amazing, but I don't think that's even possible. If they do,
it's unbelievable nowadays if you can do it.
If they do, I'll never pick the Ravens again because I've avoided this for a couple of years now. I've avoided picking Lamar. I've avoided picking against Mahomes. But if you're going to do it, it kind of has to be now. Like you have to do it. As like someone said I was watching someone talk about it, and they were like, "Well, I do think Lamar and Josh are going to get one in their career." I'm like, "Well, they're almost 30 now. Like they have to do it now." Like
the problem is what they're up against.
That's the thing. Like
they're
in the Brady thing.
Good games in the playoffs to get to the Super Bowl.
So I think this is the year that Lamar does it. I think he's the worst quarterback in the playoffs. Like I think he's worse than Dak in the playoffs. I watched this guy play in the playoffs for how good he is.
He has a lot to prove.
Yeah. So you have to do it now. Henry is not young. You have like maybe this year and next year out of a prime Henry, like an effective Henry. You have better weapons than you've ever had. You have Zay Flowers. You have Rashad Bateman, Mark Andrews, Isaiah Likely, DeAndre Hopkins, who a lot of people probably forgot is there.
Now.
So there's no such thing as like, oh, he didn't have enough anymore. He has enough. Right. He has a great defense, probably maybe one of the best defenses.
It's on him. It's on him.
If you don't get past, you have a way better roster than the Chiefs, in my opinion.
He has a way better roster than the Bills.
But Josh Allen
gets him there, though. But Josh Allen will get him.
If Josh Allen was on the Ravens, they would have won one.
That's exactly.
But you ever?
Yeah, he would have. Oh, definitely.
If you want to look at the other three, top quarterbacks in the league that are somehow in the AFC, it's Burrow, Mahomes, and Allen. And your team is better than those 3 teams, and you're in that same atmosphere as them. So you have to do it this year. And I'm liking surprising this year. I really like the Bucs. Like I don't know. I watched the Bucs last year be competitive against everyone.
I think they're going to be even better this year. They're well coached. Great offense. Baker wants to win. It's an easy division.
And it's kind of a low-key contract year for Baker. Like low-key, he could get a contract after this year. He could start talking about that.
They just throw the ball all over.
Yeah.
They know how to win.
Godwin will be back for playoffs probably.
Teams will be fighting to play New Orleans twice.
I know. They're going to play them twice, the Panthers twice. It's not like the Falcons are like really tough. Addicts could be horrible. Yeah. We have no clue. So
easy division.
It's definitely – for once, I don't want to see the Chiefs in the Super Bowl. I'm done. I saw them get blown out last year. I don't want to see it anymore. Well, if they won, I'd want to see them go for 4.
I would rather somebody other than Philly in there, too, to tell you the truth.
Well, I think they have a great chance to
repeat. Listen, it wouldn't bother me if Green Bay, Tampa Bay, or the Rams got in there. It wouldn't bother me either way.
It would really bother me. I would almost rather the Eagles be in there than the Green Bay. At this point,
you don't want to see that.
At this point,
you help them.
Yeah, that would be tough. I would rather.
You don't want an. You never want an assist in football.
I'd be 3. They're ahead of us. They're not ahead of us, but they're not ahead of us, but. They're just a way better team than us. They're a way better organization than us.
10 years.
And I'm okay to kind of bow down to an organization that I think is amazing. Now,
I think they're amazing.
Top to
bottom,
and
best general manager.
I kind of hate to say it, they're not that hateable right now. Like their fans are hateable, and Sirianni is kind of hateable. But how can you hate like the way they built the team?
But the players they
can't
have
hate
are all
Hurts.
good. No.
Even though I don't think he's good, like he's a good dude.
All their defense is all draft.
Yeah, like they drafted this whole team. AJ Brown, they fleeced the Titans to get him. Devontae Smith, they drafted. You know, like
their offensive
line. Mailata was a 6th-round pick. You know, Lane Johnson's been Iron Man for like 10 years.
Yeah.
The only way they could be more likable is if you put Kelsey in the middle again. Like seriously, like that's it's a likable team. I hate them. I don't want to see them win.
It's
but
the fans. That's the only thing.
The fans and a little bit of Sirianni. You kind of get Nick Sirianni gets on my nerves.
Well, they could have fired him last year at the beginning of the season.
And they were going to.
They were going to.
He's got one of the best winning percentages of all time.
Of all time.
So, okay, we're going to do 2 picks this week. We're going to do.
Did you both pick your Super Bowl?
Yeah, we both have the Ravens.
Okay,
Baltimore to win.
I don't want to pick my Super Bowl.
Good.
I sit back here and listen to you guys go on and on and on, and I believe that this is the year of the Bills. I don't know why.
It's always the year of the Bills.
No, I'm
circling the wagons.
Just because they run Hard Knocks doesn't mean.
Listen,
everyone wants to circle the wagons.
Mahomes, I'm giving this team one more year to ride Josh because he doesn't have the team the other guys.
I'm trying to figure out right now how they're going to lose to the
Wasn't
Chiefs
last
in
year
the
the one more
playoffs.
year for everybody?
I'm trying to figure out how they're going to lose in the playoffs somehow.
Muff punt or something.
There's got to be 15 seconds.
I don't know. I've heard the last 3 years. If the Bills don't win, it's over, and they got to fire McDermott. They got to blow it up. It's starting to become the Leafs.
I think it's because you have an amazing quarterback who somehow pulls out games.
Does he?
Out of his ass. Sure, he does.
Yeah.
Well, I saw him lose in 13 seconds. I remember.
Well,
I can't
not say he lost.
I can't say he pulls games out of his ass though.
They drafted all defense.
But Max Harrison's not even playing. Maxwell Harrison.
No, but no offense. That 13-second game that you just referred to.
But you just said
he came back. He took him all the way down the field.
Okay.
And all he said.
But when has he ever pulled out of his ass in his career in the playoffs? Ever. He's never done it.
He came back and
but he lost the game.
And then he lost because of his team, not him.
But then they got a rule change over it next year. There's no pulling out. He's great in the playoffs, and his team lets him down. But I have yet to ever get to an end of a game in the playoffs and be like, "Wow, Josh Allen did that." Can you believe that he took them from there?
And Baltimore dropped the ball in the end zone.
He got gifted it.
He got that one.
He should have lost last year.
He should have lost last year. Baltimore blew the game.
We have a lot more dumb Josh Allen than we have good. I was already saying something nice about Josh Allen a couple minutes ago. Don't make me hate him again because I could have sworn I sat right there when I saw Josh Allen in the playoffs lateral the ball over his head against the Texans in overtime, to nobody. So he's a very great quarterback, the second best in the league.
I'm still not changing.
And he's a good playoff quarterback. But I've never seen him
Mr. February. He's not going to be called Mr. February.
No one's looking at him like Mahomes. We were sitting down here with 13 seconds left, and he was, jumping up and down. I'm like, I don't know, 13 seconds is a lot. So I don't know about Josh Allen in that sense.
Let's move on to your pick of the week.
All right, before we pick of the week, let's pick this Thursday's game. Eagles or Cowboys.
I think it's going to be a good game. I don't see Dallas getting blown out.
Thank you.
I think the Eagles maybe a little bit of a hangover. The crowd there, they're going to get their rings. I'm sure they're going to start drinking Thursday morning in Philly. I think it'll be exciting. But the only problem with Dallas is they might get blown out. Dak didn't play it down in preseason.
Yeah,
you got to play a little bit.
I hate that.
That's the worst thing you can do. If he's if he's rusty and they're rusty the first quarter, Philly's going to blow them out.
Well, no one played it down. CD didn't play it down.
So Philly can blow them out, but Philly's going to win.
Yeah, I have to agree. I'm going to pick the Cowboys, but not because we're going to win. I'm never going to pick against the Cowboys, but the Eagles will win. But you can put my pick down for the Cowboys because it's just bad. I feel like it's bad. I can't do that. And I don't think it'll be a blowout. Everyone keeps saying it's going to be a blowout. I don't think it's going to be a blowout. I'm gonna read you something. And it's going to take me a second to get it because I sent it to my friends today. It should be here. Maybe it's not. But Dak's stats, I have it in my head anyways. Dak's stats against the Eagles in his career. He's 4-1, 16 touchdowns to 1 interception, and 130 pass rating in his career. He's lost one game. He has dominated the NFC East. And he's dominated the Eagles. The best games I've ever seen Dak play are against the Eagles. He beat on Christmas Eve last year. You were here, or 2 years ago.
Yeah, 2 years.
We weren't going to catch them, but to keep us in the division race. Yeah. Last year, 2023, when he was healthy, we lost in Philadelphia. It was the best game of his, and we lost on 2 stupid plays when he fumbled before the end zone, and Schoonmaker had a knee down an inch before.
Yeah.
And then the second game, we blew them out in Dallas. Dak had another amazing game. So when we played the Eagles, I assumed Dak's going to lock in. The only time he ever looked horrible was 2019 when we had a chance to win in Philly week 16, and he laid an egg. I think we lost like 16-7. It was like 19-7. And that was the only bad game I've ever seen against Eagles. Our offense is explosive now. Our O-line is good. Pickens, Lamb, Ferguson. I love Tolbert as a 3, not as a 2 like he was last year. I think it'll be a good game.
They're going to score points.
I think we're going to lose. Like it's. I don't think this Eagles team is it's banner night, so we're going to fall apart. I don't think this Eagles team even cares. I think Jalen Hurts is locked in.
Well, it's because it's Dallas too.
That's another thing. Like everyone's doing it. What about Super Bowl hangovers? Like not these guys.
Not against
I don't know. Even if we were like really like good, like I don't think it would phase them.
Good programming by the NFL.
This year's schedule, they really did a good job with. I'm going to be honest. I looked through it. They did a good job.
The night games are all good.
They're all good.
Sunday night game. Now that you told me.
And then Monday is Bears, Vikings. Like that's going to be intriguing. Like there's some fun. Friday, Chiefs, Chargers, us. Thursday, it's like good job finally. There's been some really rough games Thursday night, but I think the Eagles will win. Put me down for the Cowboys because I can't do it. So
your pick of the week.
Pick of the week.
I'm going to go Jacksonville -3 at home to Carolina. I think Jacksonville with a new coach, maybe Trevor Lawrence. I think they're going to be better this year. They started horrible last year, finished horrible. I think they get a home win.
All right, I'm going Steelers -2.5 in New York against the Jets. There's a little bit of revenge there. Aaron can still throw the ball. He just can't move. So, and that Jets defense is pretty good. But I do think there's a revenge factor. I think the Steelers aren't going to be that good this year, but I think game 1, you'll have a lot of overreactions on Monday. Maybe the Steelers are good. Fireworks. Now he has Metcalf too. I mean, I know Metcalf's people don't like him, but it's different than having Wilson as an old quarterback.
Great receiver for Pittsburgh.
Yeah. And I mean, imagine how good they would have been if they had Pickens and Metcalf. They would have made more. But I'm going Steelers in a revenge game -2.5. I think that should be good. All right,
Reggie.
Well, my eyes are so bad. I thought your Broncos were favored by 2.5, and it's 7.5.
Yeah, it would be bad if it was 2.5.
I know, and I was gonna pick them.
That'd be a steal.
That would have been a steal. I know. I was looking at that going maybe. I think I'm going to go with the flashing. No, that was my eyes are bad. I keep thinking it's 2.5.
6.5 sounds that bad.
I'm going with the Packers. I think they're going to ride their wave to beat the Lions.
I think so too.
And just a little PSA, stay tuned. I am a Raiders guy, so let's stay tuned if I switch out the Broncos and the Raiders after week 1.
No, you already made
have to look. I am a Raiders guy, so we'll see. But all right, well, first week back. Please make sure you subscribe if you like it. It helps us out. That's what I see everyone else say when they do podcasts.
That's right.
Leave a like. Corbin on Red Sea Radio always says leave a like. It just lets us know that you like the content. And subscribe if you like it. It helps us out a ton. So thanks for watching Trash Talking.
I'm Reg.
I'm E, and we'll see you next week.
Enjoy the games.